Hello and welcome to Nice and Blunt. My name is Adam Riancho, and today is Wednesday, August 28th, 5 p.m. Pacific time, and it's time for another draft. Let us begin right now. All right, here we are on Underdog once again, and I was really tempted to do one of these 12-person leagues, but it just filled as I started this live stream, like literally like a minute ago. There were like 4 spots, and I don't know if I want to wait for a full thing to fill. So, very tempting to do that. I feel like that's kind of like a great opportunity for anyone watching to join me for a cheap price. But I think I might do the marathon instead. That's also kind of a little more similar to your typical redraft format. Not exactly, because the playoff structure is different, but the regular season is important, not just the final 3 weeks, 15, 16, 17. So it's between Best Ball Mania. I think I want to save one for the weekend. It's still 8% before it fills. I have some time. I want to do one more Best Ball Mania. I don't think I'm going to do it today, though. So I'm not doing the big dog. I'm not dropping $500. Not doing the Mastiff, not dropping a grand. And the Sprint for $50 doesn't really speak to me. I'd rather just do the marathon personally. So this one still has only 82,000 entries a week before it is shut down, and I do not expect it to fill. But the odds of getting the return on investment I was hoping for a couple of weeks ago is dwindling, but it's still a decent bet. Like, if this thing has another 8,000 entries up to 90K, you have a 1 in 3 chance of winning cash. No, not exactly. It's 23,000 that win money. So that would be times 4, 92,000. Another 10,000 people enter. All you have to do is finish top 3 to guarantee some money. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to wait for a 12 person. There's still 11 spots in that one. So I'm going to do the marathon. If you want to join me, we're going to do the marathon. I'm on a 6-ish second delay this time. So go ahead and hit that button right now if you want to join. And I'll join in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please give them my location. No. God, that's so frustrating, man. That's so frustrating. But we'll get there. We'll get it started in just a moment. Bear with me. I don't know what more I have to do to give them my location. I've turned on all the permissions. It's all there. But all right, it's ready. I've got it on the screen here. Hit the button right now, and I'll join in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right. We're in 6, 7 more spots. 7 more spots, and it will be full. So we'll pull this up. Now it's down to 5. 5 spots left. And you can still join if you want to. If you would like to. For 2, sweet, we won't have to wait too long for this to get going. 1 more spot. Bobby Digital in the chat. My opportunity to fill it in. Let's go Arthur Smith. Pants down Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith fucks with your head, man. Not the coach you want to invest in the most for fantasy. Right when you think you're getting a RB1 league winner, he turns Bijan Robinson into a child that can't handle a headache and needs a nap time. Pants down Arthur Smith today. I know it doesn't rhyme, but if I have full say on where we're going with it, I'll put in Arthur Smith. But we get pick 8. And not terrible, not bad. Might still get a really good receiver at pick 8, but I think it'll be all right. But Daniel, welcome to the chat. Not sure I recognize your name, so happy to have you here. But you're asking, what is this? I just joined. I'm new to fantasy. Only been doing fantasy on ESPN with 10 friends. So it looks like Steven is in at 10. Awesome. Awesome to see you, Steven. But back to your question, Daniel. This is Underdog, and this is Best Ball. So it's a way to draft a fantasy team with a chance to win money from it, where you don't have to spend time during the season altering your lineup. So what you do is you draft 18 players. You have 18 rounds, 12-team league. You can do a 10-team league. There's other formats on the website, but for the most part on the channel, I stick to 12-team drafts most of the time. And once you set your team, once you draft, that is all you have to do. It automatically starts the best players every single week in your starting lineup. There's 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex, and then the rest are on the bench. And you can't pick up waiver claims. You are stuck with the players you drafted, and every week it gives you the best possible lineup no matter what. And that is Best Ball. That is what we're doing here on Underdog. It's a fun way to practice because everyone on this website is putting down real money. So no one's going to be auto picking, or at least if they do, they're making a mistake. And the ADP is as sharp as you'll get. However, it is skewed a little bit more towards receiver because you have to start 3 minimum in your lineup. It's not the same as your typical 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 1 flex type of format. So that's the only thing to keep in mind. A little bit more of like a spike week type of strategy, because if you have a player that puts up 10 points every week, that might not be as good as a player that puts up like 20 points half the time and only 2 points, because then you could get potentially, more points from somebody else when that player only puts up like 2. So Mike Williams, hypothetically, Gabe Davis are a little more valuable in Best Ball as opposed to your typical redraft setting. But I get Justin Jefferson at 8. I'm really happy with that. Really good value. So that's cool. Looks like Steven, who's in at 10, goes A.J. Brown. Good value there. Always happy to get A.J. Brown at a discount. And Bobby asking, I'm still debating on going back and forth on this Superflex League. I have draft this Sunday, 12-team Superflex, debating passing touchdown points for quarterback and number of flex spots. If you're debating it, I say just keep it how it is. Keep it to 4 points, but add that bonus for the big games. Add that 300, 400-yard bonus. I recommend 2.5 points for each of them. And then also add the negative half a point per sack. I like it a lot. I really like that. But here we are on the clock, and we're trying to get a maximum points, and A-Chain helps us accomplish that. So in this system, I've noticed running backs are a little bit more coveted. We're going to take A-Chain, and if he puts up a 40-point game in week 2, that's really going to help us in this format because it does count towards the playoffs. Every point from week 1 through 17 in the marathon counts. It doesn't reset every week in the playoffs. So I do think A-Chain is a little bit more interesting in this league, and running back is already going at a higher price. We see Saquon at pick 15, Derrick Henry pick 18, and I'm comfortable grabbing A-Chain at 17. So that's how we started off. Justin Jefferson, Devon A-Chain at picks 8 and 17. But Daniel says, awesome, I'll watch this one and do it another time. It was annoying because 3 of my friends just auto-drafted. Haha, have to get more serious. Yeah, if you're all new, then it's hard to find like everyone that's like super committed. That's why I love the subscriber league, because everyone is really invested, and that is a bummer when not everyone is like as invested as you are. But if you are going to sign up for Underdog, do me a favor, do yourself a favor, use code Nice and Blunt. I believe it's in the description of this video. All the details you need. I think I also have the link for that. I'll add it here in the chat. But use my code Nice and Blunt, and you will get a 50% deposit match on sign up. So if you were to hypothetically put down $20, you would get an extra $10 to play with, and that goes up the more money you put in. So if you put in 100, you would get $50, and that is what I recommend doing. Let me find my invite code, and I'll drop it in the chat. It should also be in the description, but there it is in the chat for you. Good luck, man. This is a lot of fun, but it can be addicting sometimes. So as always, when you're gambling, do not bet anything you are not comfortable losing. Your odds of returning investment are not always guaranteed. And if you're new to Underdog, I don't recommend the bigger tournaments. Like, find the $3 buy-ins, the $5 buy-ins. You can also do a 12-person league. I really like those. You have a good chance to make your money back. And if you win it, you turn $3 into 20. I like those the most. After I make this pick, I'll pull it up on the other tab and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, use my code. That helps me out, helps the channel out, helps you out because it gives you a little extra money, free money to play with, and we all benefit from that little transaction there. But I might be getting Ayuk here. I will not. No, I'm not going to get Ayuk. I'm tempted to go with ETN, but I actually have Jacobs ranked higher now. And to get Devontae Smith here in a big tier above these other players, I would have preferred Ayuk for sure, but I'll go Devontae Smith. I'll grab him at a not really a discount, pick 32. His ADP is 33, so not that different actually. I'm kind of surprised that he falls this much in this marathon situation, but the players behind me don't have a ton of receiver depth. I only have Jefferson, so he's my highest ranked guy. I'm going to take my highest ranked receiver with Devontae Smith at pick 32. But interesting to see Malik Neighbors go 19. Not in love with that pick, but right after Derrick Henry goes, pick 18. Nico Collins, Deebo Samuel, Chris Olave, Mike Evans, Cooper Kupp. Isaiah Pacheco goes 25. Metcalf goes 26. DJ Moore 27. Kyron falls to 28 in this draft, probably because of the recent punt return news. I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to let that influence me. I think he'll be okay. But Jalen Waddle at 29. Devontae Adams 30. Brandon Ayuk 31. I go Devontae Smith. And then Travis Etienne. Josh Jacobs to Steven, also in this draft. Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut because you did grab who I wanted. I probably wouldn't have gotten him. That's a really good pick there with Josh Jacobs. But then Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce, Stephon Diggs, Michael Pittman, Tank Dell. Love that pick, man. I would have taken Tank Dell if he was on the board for me. But I do not get him. Really good picks there. Steven Mapp around the corner. But I think I'll grab an elite quarterback. It's a little dicey, but I'll just stack up. Nah. Every single point matters. And I'll just take the falling value in Josh Allen. 7 picks past ADP. Still my QB1. I trust Josh Allen a little bit more than Jalen Hurts. I know the stack is there. It's definitely a valuable thing, but I think it's a little bit less critical in the marathon. I don't have any statistics to prove that, but I think it's fine. There's going to be more teams with Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts. I'll just take Josh Allen. Be a little more unique with it in this tournament setting. But as I mentioned, I'll show you the beginner leagues I really recommend joining. If you're new to Underdog, this is the homepage. We'll be back to the board in just a sec. It is loading. But if you scroll down, and there's this tab right here for the slate, and if you go to NFL 2024 season, you can do the other ones, but I really recommend season long at this moment in time while you still can. You can do these $3 12-person drafts. You can also do a 2-person, 3-person, 4-person, 6-person, 10-person draft. I really like the 12-person because there's more prize money at stake, and if you win it, you get $20 as opposed to like 15, I think, in the 10-person league. And that is a difference in terms of prize money. So this, I think, is the best one to do, this 12-person $3 draft, if you're brand spanking new, if you're a beginner on Underdog. Best return on investment and odds to actually make some money back. If you've never done it before, that's where you want to practice. That's the best way to do it. The tournaments are a little bit different. The strategy changes, the odds of winning drastically diminish, but obviously if you do win, the payouts go up exponentially. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, I go Josh Allen, then we see Jalen Hurts, Zay Flowers, James Cook, Mr. Mahomes at 45, followed by T. Higgins, Amari Cooper, Terry McLaurin at 48, Dalton Kincaid. Would have loved Kincaid at 56, but no dice. We're not lucky enough on that. But Bobby bringing Derek Carr into the fold. Derek Carr. Shots fired. I mean, maybe pants down Dennis Allen as well. That's not someone you're confident in. But Team 3 goes with 5 straight receivers. We'll see how that works out for him. And Kenneth Walker moves up the board, goes pick 50. I was kind of hoping for Kenneth Walker, in all honesty. But, boy, running back is really coveted at the moment. I think I'll pass on it. I'm really hoping... Okay, I'll at least get one of these tight ends. I prefer Trey McBride as of today because Andrews just got in a car accident. There's a world where he doesn't play week 1. I think he'll be fine, but I will take Trey McBride here. I'll grab a elite tight end, 10 picks past ADP. I like that. Definitely my preferred pick on the board. Much better than Calvin Ridley, I think. Better than Christian Kirk. And while I was kind of hoping to get Montgomery on the way back around, I think it'll be okay. I want a more balanced roster in the marathon. After Trey McBride, we see Dave Montgomery, Calvin Ridley. So Andrews continues to fall. And this team Stardust Crusader, I think, makes the right decision going Jaden Reed because that team at 12 has Kelsey. They can probably get Andrews coming back around. If you take Kelsey at 36 and you get to pick 60 and Andrews is still there, that's got to be a bummer. That's got to suck. Because now you feel the need to take him, but it kind of screws over your roster. Having a tight end that can legitimately finish as good, if not better, than who you took 2 full rounds higher, I'm sure that doesn't sit well. But wow, Andrews continues to fall. And past Kyle Pitts, this is shocking. Oh, Debo, Steven, if you pass on Mark Andrews, I'm going to be baffled here at 63. You're not forced to do it, but like, what a value here. Will you go CJ Stroud? Woo. And now that puts me in a massive dilemma. I'm really hoping I get sniped on Andrews here because, fuck, that it feels so weird to pass on him. It really does, but can I really afford to take him when I only have 2 receivers, only 1 running back, and I also went elite QB? Fuck, this is a tough choice here, man. I should be going James Conner. But you know what, Angus? Let's go for it. Let's do it. 10 picks past ADP on McBride. 12 picks past ADP on Andrews. At least this is unique. But yep. we are gambling. Let's hope it pays off, and I can start both at the flex. It does feel risky though. I was really hoping that Team 10 would take him, but nope. All right. We're all in on McBride and Andrews. We're not drafting another tight end no matter what. I can only stick to two. I think that's a lock. And yep, I was thinking the same thing. I put the blindfold on and channeled Peter LaFleur. You know, sometimes the average Joe beats Globo Gym. And although Mark Andrews has the same colors as Globo Gym, we're doing it. We're doubling down. Patches O'Houlihan helping me out from beyond the grave. If you don't know what I'm referencing, then that's a shame. An utter shame if you have no clue what I just referenced. Laser, taser, blazer. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. What is he talking about? Ah, fuck! I recently heard a story that when they recorded those scenes, not the wrench, those are fake wrenches, but the like the jugs machine. They rented a real jugs machine to launch dodgeballs at Jason Long, and they literally like recorded him trying to dodge him for like 30-40 minutes. And then they realized like, oh, this is on like the highest speed possible, and this is actually like really really dangerous. Maybe we shouldn't do this. But I'm gonna get the stack here. I'm gonna go Keon Coleman. Tempted to go with my boy, my little lad McConkey, but I will not. I'll get the stack with Keon and Josh Allen. I'll do that. And I am punting running back a little bit. Little risky. That's why maybe I should have taken James Conner instead of Andrews, but we're going for it. We're going for it. Yeah. DeAndre Swift, JSN. And I would love McConkey to come back around. So, Steven, I know you're at pick 10. I know you're watching, or at least you have been watching. Just put some earmuffs on and just pretend like Lad McConkey's not on the board. Just pretend like you don't need to start 3 receivers in this league, and just let McConkey fall if he makes it to you at 87. Granted, he'll need to get past Team 9, but no, he goes at 84, so nope, not even there. But Romanian dodgeball champion Fran Stalinovskovic Davidovski. I completely butchered that, but that's a hard name to pronounce. You can't blame me. I thought about it when you mentioned Laser, Taser, and Blazer, but I knew I was going to be like, I have no idea what her full actual name is, so I'm just gonna keep that to myself. But even reading it when it's written down is hard as fuck. Wow. This feels stupid given my current roster, but if Kyler makes it 2 more picks, I think I have to take Kyler. I might have to take Kyler. If Frog Dog doesn't take Kyler, while I have McBride, I know I have Josh Allen, but like, God damn it. This might be an idiotic move to go with Josh Allen and Kyler Murray, but ADP 67, it's pick 89, 21, 22 picks past ADP. Fuck it. Give me Kyler. I really wish I didn't have Josh Allen at the moment. I wish I had just taken like T. Higgins or someone, because this is a bit egregious to go with double bully tight end and QB, to pair up bully quarterback and bully tight end with only one running back and 3 receivers through the first 8 rounds. It doesn't feel smart. But, you know, sometimes it's just so stupid it works. Sometimes it's just so stupid that it's the right way to go. But, boy, are we gambling here. We've got all our eggs in the Devon A-Chain basket. That could burn me. I've got Justin Jefferson. I do have Devontae Smith, which is pretty nice, but Keon Coleman is my wide receiver 3 as the tier break is approaching. Oh boy. We are strictly running back wide receiver the rest of the way, in case you did not know. In case that was not obvious, we're done with quarterback with Josh Allen, Kyler Murray. We are done with tight end with Trey McBride, Mark Andrews. And we need a lot of purple and blue off the board the rest of the way. I need some help, Lord. Let's go. Would appreciate some assistance, but yeah, let's see what happens. I'll be honest with you, I do not recognize this reference. I'm not familiar with this safe word. I'm going to try and pronounce it on the first try, but this is also very difficult. Flugen Kochi Kebolsen. Flugen Kochi Kebolsen. Euro Trip. Okay. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. Long ass time. It's not on the tip of my temple. It's not on the tip of my tongue. I can't say I'm like pulling that reference immediately, but not sure it's gonna help me. Not sure it's gonna assist me. But at least we see Caleb Williams come off. I need more tight ends. I need more quarterbacks to get off this fucking draft board. Somebody take David Njoku at the very least. But we're playing with fire. This is a risky as fuck team. But Pants Down Dennis Allen is much better. Last year, my league was ruined when I took Pants Down Cam Akers and Pants Down Christian Watson over DJ Moore. Yeah, I was a little hesitant to fully go on board the DJ Moore trade, and that really worked out. But to pass on him for Akers and Watson, that's rough. Watson, I can kind of understand. There's a lot of upside with Watson, but obviously a lot of injury risk. Akers, though, that was brutal. That was rough. But, very tempting to further invest in my stack with Josh Allen, but I would much rather just take Brian Robinson. I'm going to go B-Rob here. Let's do it. We don't have that second running back in the starting lineup. At least I have my receiver position full at the moment. Already have a Bills receiver. Let's take Brian Robinson. Would love if one of those receivers comes back to me, though. But Captain Joking Huge fan of the show. Appreciate it, my friend. Already a sub. How crazy am I to bet that Neighbors will have a much better season than Harrison Jr.? I mean, I'm not going to do it. I think it is on the crazier side of the spectrum. It's not that there's a big gap in talent. I do think Neighbors is very talented, but there's a massive gap in the caliber of offense that they play in, the caliber of quarterback you have throwing them the ball, and to bet on the Giants offense when you can bet on the Cardinals offense, I just can't endorse it, my friend. That's just not how I'm gonna do it. I know it's a cheaper price. Harrison is going super high at cost. You can make the argument it's a better pick to go with Malik Neighbors over Harrison, but I think to put Neighbors over Harrison straight up, I think that's a madman talking right there. Not my strategy. But if you told me they both saw 150 targets, I wouldn't be surprised. I think that is within the range of outcomes for both players. They'll probably both cap out at like 140, but there's a lot of volume incoming for both. If the touchdowns hit, it is possible, but I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't bet on it, but I should probably go Rico Dowdle in all honesty, but I'm going to take the double stack. I'm going to go Curtis Samuel. This team is risky, but we know we're kind of behind at both positions. We got to start 3 receivers every week, so I'll grab 1 running back, 1 receiver around the turn. I almost took Curtis Samuel there at 104, so we'll just keep it balanced, and I think that might be the way I approach it every single turn. Grab 1 running back, 1 receiver. I've got another 8 picks, and I'd feel good if I got 4 more at each position. So to hit that position at each of the tiers is probably a wise move. But love to see it. Some quarterbacks finally off the board here. Tua and Trevor Lawrence back to back. Let's hope for the best. Bobby's really committed this weekend. 3 drafts Sunday, 3 on Monday, and has pick 11. In one of them, rest is random hour before. Good luck to you, man. Good luck. It's been a while since I've done like real season-long leagues with a snake draft. In the subscriber league, it's an auction format, just pure chaos. And in my other league for the last like 2 years, it's also been an auction format, and I've enjoyed it quite a bit. So I get the snake draft out of the way. I scratch that itch here on the channel, on the live streams here on Underdog, but in real life, both of my leagues over the weekend, I've got one tomorrow night, one Sunday evening. Those are both auction leagues, and you can't prepare for them. It's really the wild, wild west in those auction formats. I love it. Can't wait for the live stream tomorrow night. I'm so excited. Remember, 8:15 p.m. tomorrow evening, Pacific time. I guess that's straight up the nighttime, but the Subscriber League auction draft will be live streamed on the channel. Yes, I need quarterback to come off the board. Please take Jared Goff. Somebody please take Goddard and Schultz for me. These next 3 teams don't have tight end. Come on. Grab some tight ends. No, leave J.K. Dobbins. Come on. Now they go Gabe Davis. Fucking damn it. Grab those fucking... Okay, at least a quarterback comes off, but grab the tight ends. I would love if these next 2 picks are both tight end. Need some values. And then what am I looking at behind me? We got 4-4 running back, receiver 4-4, 2-5, 4-4. So running back might be the move here. We'll see. Can't say I'm in love with the guys who are available, so I'll probably skip it. Probably just skip it. But, yeah, I'm going to go Dontavian Wicks. Gonna take some Packers exposure. Give me Dontavian. High upside. And while most of these teams have 4 running backs, they also only have 4 receivers, so that's also a position of need for them as well. There's that team with only 2 running backs, but I'll go Dontavian in a tier above everyone else. Kind of surprised he fell here. Past A.D. Mitchell, past Gabe Davis, I'll take Wicks for sure over those guys. But Jerry Jeudy, Trey Benson, Jacoby Myers. If you've been injured, call the law offices of Jacoby and Myers, based in Las Vegas, Nevada, where we have an excellent tight end ready to take your call in Brock Bowers. I would have really liked Chuba Hubbard, though. I'm kind of sad that I don't get Chuba Hubbard. But there are still some options here. Algier comes off the board. Fuck. Running back is just so brutal. I have to take one, but I'm not happy with it. Tempting to go with receiver, but I just have to grab another running back. I only have 2. I'm going to take Ty Chandler. I think he's going to be involved alongside Aaron Jones from week 1. And Aaron Jones is the safer bet to go down with injury compared to Kenneth Walker. That's why I take Ty Chandler over Zach Charbonnet. Higher upside with Charbonnet if he is the workhorse, if he is the starting running back, but I think Chandler actually puts up more points collectively on the season, and I just need running backs here. Really desperate for that position. I got 2 week 6 buys, not ideal, but I'm really behind at running back, so just forced to take it. Please give me a good value at running back. Coming back around at 152. Please, Lord. Let me know in the chat. Do you think I fucked up? The Mark Andrews pick was very risky, but the Kyler double down on the onesie position to grab 2 at both spots in the first 8 rounds. We got Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, Trey McBride, Mark Andrews. On a scale of 1 to 10, how dumb was that? Because I am sweating it. We're elite at those spots, but does it actually help me? It might not. Might fuck me over. But we're getting the right picks. We've seen a lot of blue and purple in this round so far. 4 tight ends, 2 quarterbacks. I want to see another one of these onesie positions. Please help me. But coming back around, some guys I would consider taking. I mean, Jalen Wright as an insurance policy to Devon Achane is definitely there in consideration. Jaleel also in consideration. Ray Davis, hoping he's still there at the very least. That's kind of like the backstop for me. But Brandon Cooks really falling so far to 147. ADP of 134. We'll see what happens, but I'll probably grab one of those 3 running backs, most likely. But James Jones saying I kind of like the draft, might be unique enough to win. I hope so. I sure as fuck hope so. But I was really hoping that I would force the issue at least one of those positions, and I can't say it really moved the needle. Like, maybe I'm the only one that went with, like, elite QB. There's the team with Kyle Pitts, Brock Bowers, but when Dallas Goedert falls to 133. That speaks volumes to how little these other drafters are coveting the tight end position. I was hoping there'd be a run on it a little sooner. Does not happen. But okay, here's the run now. Here we go. Luke Musgrave, Isaiah Likely. But one of those running backs I highlighted will be coming off. I'd be shocked if this team with 3 running backs in the same position as mine doesn't take one. They go Jaleel. So it's probably more helpful from a floor standpoint to take Ray Davis, but if I miss any fucking time from A-Chain, I'm so fucked. I'm just gonna grab the insurance policy, and it really doesn't help me that I'm stacking up week 6 buys, but like, fuck it, man. Fuck it. Maybe Mostert goes down and it really works out. We are swinging for the fence. Ground rule double doesn't even help me. We need a home run here. And there's more upside with Jalen Wright than there is with Ray Davis, that's for sure. Wish me luck. But goddamn, it feels risky as fuck. Shit. Okay, coming back around. I could consider Ray Davis. Receiver's just fucking brutal, though. Like, receiver's so ugly. Ray Davis comes off. So, probably won't get him. What's the deal with Josh Downs? How much time is he actually going to miss? It was like 4 to 6 weeks. We only get this. He suffered the high ankle sprain on August 7th, which was 32 days before the Colts' September 8th season opener. Shane Steichen is hopeful that Downs will be available for the season opener, but the Whiteouts' continued absence from practice suggests he's in danger of sitting out. Alec Pierce and A.D. Mitchell both had full-time roles on the first team offense this preseason alongside number 1 receiver Michael Pittman. So obviously it's not great, but at this stage in the draft, we're not expecting like a ton of contribution at any of these receiver values. So while he might miss week 1, he might be available week 1. Even if he's available like week 3, I still think he's probably the better receiver to take at this point. And maybe I get sniped on him. There's still 2 more picks left, but I am probably going to go with Josh Downs if I do not get sniped here. I think that would be the move. If not, I'll probably go Khalil Herbert. Because I only have 5 receivers. It's not that safe. What does running back look like, though? Nah, fuck it. I need running back a little bit more. We'll go Khalil Herbert. I need someone for that week 6 triple bye in this roster. I need someone to help me out. I'll just take Khalil. Don't feel great about it, but shocked that Jahan Dotson goes over Josh Downs. I would not do that. Jahan Dotson, I think, stacks up with this team. They have Jalen Hurts, but like, not going to see a lot of production there. There's a world where Jordan Mason and Braylon Allen were better picks than Khalil Herbert, but I need more of a floor. And I already bet on Ty Chandler, Jalen Wright. I don't really want to bet on another handcuff to an elite running back. Like, yeah, they'd be good if McCaffrey and Breece Hall go down, but what are really the odds that CMC and Breece Hall miss a significant portion of the season? You know, like, how likely is that actually to take place? They're more so upside gambles than like the floor play I kind of need at running back. I just need points, and I'm at least guaranteed a little bit more, I think, with Khalil Herbert. Might be wrong on that, but we'll see. Josh Downs goes 165, Noah Fant, Xavier Legette, Antonio Gibson, Kimani Vidal at the turn, followed by Rashad Bateman here. This is not the team with Lamar Jackson. The team with Lamar grabs Isaiah Likely. But a little bit of help. This team goes with double tight end at number 3, GMK 48, GMK 48. But Conklin goes. All right, so who are we going to look at with this next pick? I think Jalen Tolbert's interesting. I think Jalen McMillan is interesting. I do like the value on Senat here, or Senate. Jesus, I can never get that name right. But I definitely don't need tight end at all, so that's not wise. And then running back gets kind of thin. I'm going to go Jalen Tolbert. Falls a little bit. Granted, if you're drafting a month ago, he was going completely undrafted, so it kind of doesn't matter. But we'll take him. A little less rostered overall in this tournament, given it's been running since fucking July. Maybe even June. It's been posted for a long time. But I'll take Tolbert. If he can outperform Brandon Cooks, it's a really good pick. I've taken a lot of Brandon Cooks, though, so I'm hoping that actually doesn't happen. But he's at least going to have that Michael Gallup role in Dallas. So we'll hope for the best. CeeDee Lamb will play, though, so there's no chance he lucks into that situation. But that's really not what you're betting on. You're betting on Brandon Cooks being washed and Tolbert overtaking him when you draft Tolbert. But it does get rough. We need a 6th running back, but they're all kind of the same at this point. I'm not dying to draft Bucky Irving, even at a discount. I need some more receiver depth as well. We only have 6 receivers, so I would have liked to grab Yoshivis there. I really would have. De'Ami Brown is in consideration, but I think if I don't get sniped here, I'll probably go Jalen McMillan. I expect to get sniped. I do not, though. I'm going to go Jalen McMillan. Some hype for him. And who knows, maybe Mike Evans gets hurt at the age of 31. That is possible. We'll take a Mr. Jalen McMillan. Hoping for the best. But a reminder of the roster. Here it is. I got Josh Allen at quarterback, double stacked with Keon Coleman and Curtis Samuel. My other quarterback is Kyler Murray, stacked up with Trey McBride. And at running back, it's a little bit risky, but at least we have our hero in Devon Achane. Let's hope he stays healthy and is that league winner. I'm really desperate for that to happen. But I also got Brian Robinson, Ty Chandler, Jalen Wright, and Khalil Herbert. I'll be drafting one more running back. I feel like I should probably draft 2, honestly. But at receiver, at least I have Justin Jefferson, true stud, alpha at the position. Let's hope for the best there. I also have Devontae Smith, Keon Coleman, Curtis Samuel, Dontavian Wicks, Jalen Tolbert, and Jalen McMillan. Tight end, I got Trey McBride, Mark Andrews. So I'm locked into at least one more running back. I kind of feel like I need 2 more. But with Achane, at least I have him. We'll see what the values are. But I'll probably just stick to one of each. That's probably the wiser way to go. Because flex is pretty much taken care of. Like, I need Mark Andrews in the flex on a consistent basis. I need that to happen. So, we're not expecting as many flex contributions from our 7th running back. That's for sure. We got to start two running backs, 3 receivers. I'll probably grab an 8th receiver and just stick to 6 running backs. But it doesn't feel great given the room that I have. After Jalen McMillan, we see Tyrone Tracy, Luke McCaffrey, Marvin Mims, Tank Bigsby, Bucky Irving, Roman Wilson, Jonnu Smith. A Mr. Jonnu Smith. I'm coming back around a little bit on Jonnu, especially now that OBJ is on IR for a while. He'll probably be a little more involved. And I think I may have just been like far too dismissive of him originally. I had him at like tight end 35. I'll be posting a final rankings update in the next 24 hours and look for Jonnu Smith to move up the board into the top 30. But still not a tight end I'm like highly coveting because of the offense he plays in. Mike McDaniel rarely uses tight ends like crazy. But after him, Ben Sinnott goes. Really good value on Sinnott. DJ Chark, Chig Okonkwo. And we've got 3 more picks, and then we are on the clock. So let's take a peek at who's available. Dyami Brown is still there. Jordan Whittington also there. I think there's less target competition for Dyami, so I'll probably go Dyami. I could go Greg Dortch for the stack, but can't say I'm like that interested. I think there's far more upside with Dyami Brown. There's a world where Dortch is a decent pick, but I'm going to pass on Dortch. And then all these running backs are kind of identical to me, so I'm just going to go with Dyami Brown. Little less receiver depth around the turn. Like this team only has 6. The next team's also only had 7, so we'll take Dyami. Decent connection with Jayden Daniels in the preseason. Let's hope for some deep bombs down the field for a Mr. Dyami Brown. He's been in the league for a while. Like, I feel like Dyami has played... How many seasons has Dyami been in the NFL? I'm gonna look this up. He was drafted in 2021. It feels like he's been around for a lot longer. He's only 25. He's only played 3 seasons. He's been absolute dog shit, maxing out at 168 yards, never catching more than 12 receptions. So this could be a terrible pick. Not going to sugarcoat it, but he might also be the number 2 receiver in Washington. So we are hoping that Jayden Daniels makes him somewhat viable for Spike Week production. But after him, we see Alexander Mattison, Justin Fields, Sam Darnold, Jamal Williams. I like these values on Fields and Darnold here. I personally can't take them, though, because of Josh Allen and Kyler on this roster. But the premise is that we are so elite at quarterback and tight end that we outperform the field by so much at those 2 positions that any lack of depth at running back early on in the season is overcompensated. And once we hit week 7, we're hoping that one of Ty Chandler, Jalen Wright is like a league winner and just catapults us into the upper echelon of teams. That's what I'm hoping for. Unlikely to happen, but that's what I'm hoping for. Not going to go Elijah Mitchell. He's on season-ending IR. Could go Roshan, but I already have Khalil Herbert, so fuck that. I think Estime is probably the most interesting, given my lack of confidence in Javonte and his goal line prowess. He does have high touchdown potential, and everybody else at this point is scary as fuck. I'm going to go Estime. Hope it's more of a time share than some people expect in Denver. And I'll take Estime here. Hoping for the best. So that is the team. Josh Allen, Kyler Murray at quarterback. Running back, Devon Achane, Brian Robinson Jr., Ty Chandler, Jalen Wright, Khalil Herbert, and Estime. Very risky, but let's hope for the best. At least I have Brian Robinson as my RB2. Wide receiver, though, is Justin Jefferson, Devontae Smith, Keon Coleman, Curtis Samuel. One of those 2 is going to be in my lineup almost every week. But Dontavian Wicks, Jalen Tolbert, Jalen McMillan, and De'Ami Brown. Tight end, though, is elite. We got Trey McBride and Mark Andrews. Wish me luck, y'all. I am going to need it. But that's going to be it for this live stream. We're only doing one today. I've got some other stuff to take care of the rest of the evening, and going to call it done at the moment. But look out for tomorrow. Tomorrow, 8:15 p.m. Pacific time, the Subscriber League auction draft will be live streamed. That's going to be so fun. I will probably not be answering too many questions during that. I will need to focus, but hope to see you there. I cannot fucking wait. We're one day away, and it'll be fun. But nice draft to you as well, Steven. Oh, let me take a look at your team, Steven. You drafted with me. Let me give you that. Let me peruse your roster before I sign off. Let me pull it up. We don't need that. You were at pick 10? Oh, Debo. Let's just mention what you did with pick 10. You have CJ Stroud, Geno Smith, and Justin Fields. Love the upside with Fields, but given it's the full season-long tournament, there are a bit of reasons not to take Fields, but you got him at the end of the draft. I think it is a good pick. I like the value. Good selection there. Running back, though, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, elite running backs. You also have Chase Brown, Tyjae Spears, Trey Benson, Carson Steele. So way better depth than I have. Far more balanced team. You also have A.J. Brown, Tank Dell, Calvin Ridley, JSN, Adam Thielen, Jermaine Burton, and Yoshivas. Does scare me, though. Not a really good depth at receiver. That's probably the weakness of the team. You also have Jake Ferguson, Dalton Schultz. Two that I think you can settle with, but Schultz scares me a little bit given how crowded that offense is. But when you have the CJ Stroud combo also stacked up with Tank Dell, I think it's 100% justified. You know I love Jake Ferguson, so really good value there. And a little worried about the receiver depth as it thins out, but at the top it's pretty solid, so I think it will work out for you. I love this running back room with Saquon and Josh Jacobs to kick it off. But my only criticism is instead of Carson Steele, I'm not sure if you needed a 6th running back. I think I would have preferred an 8th receiver. That's just my take. It's not guaranteed to be the right decision. That's just personally what I would have done if I was mixing it up, because the top of the running back room is just so stacked. You probably aren't going to get that many points from Carson Steele. I think you may benefit from having somebody to compensate for a lack of points from Thielen and this combo of Jermaine Burton, Yoshivas. But good team. I like it. It has a lot of potential. Definitely a safer approach than mine. But that's going to be it for the stream. Now it's over. And James Jones, look forward to see you there tomorrow. And Steven, you're welcome, pal. I understand the receivers at that point in the draft are shit. But I think you could have grabbed Jordan Whittington with some potential upside if he can overtake Demarcus Robinson. Anyways, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed. If you have not done so already, hit that subscribe button for me. It really helps the channel grow. And yeah, always helpful in the algorithm. Hit that like button if you haven't already either. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I will be posting an update to my full rankings at all 4 positions in the next 24 hours. Look out for that. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Enjoy your Wednesday night. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.